Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel.
Hope you have a wonderful day. In today's video, we're going to talk about money saving strategies as a couple as well as newlywed.
Yeah, correct. So in this channel, normally we talk about investing, saving, budgeting, side hustles, and anything in between about personal finance and couple finance.
So if you like this type of content, don't forget to subscribe, comment. It will be muchly appreciated.
Yeah.
So
first one, let's go.
Okay.
When you work as a team, what you have to do, make a plan. So what you have to do as a first point, make a plan on how you will save. So what you normally do, as a normal goal, you have to write how much do I need, by when, and how do we do it.
Yep.
For example, like last time we talked about how can you save for a wedding, for example.
Yep.
Maybe we have to save $10,000.
Yep.
Within 10 months, make it easier for me to calculate.
Yeah, okay. So that would mean $1,000.
$1,000 a month. And how can you do it? Where can you cut costs? You
Yep.
have to have all these plans. Maybe cutting out on eating out or any other stuff. Yeah, eating out is the main thing. They are so expensive.
Now, us as a parents and
family,
as a family, I'm like, wow, one meal equivalent this amount, and then we look at it. Actually, that raw material, for example, pizza. Yeah, so we calculate for us to feed a whole entire family of four. If you make it at home with raw ingredients that you get from your grocery store,
maybe $20.
Yeah,
at most. Yeah.
Versus like one box of pizza,
it's $20, just one
like
pizza.
Whereas Isaac can have about 4, 5, 6,
yes,
7.
To make it yourself.
Sorry.
So there are a lot of creative idea for how to saving on meal prep or cook it yourself. But just if you have to save some money, just think how can you save money, or maybe transportation, or maybe coffee. I don't know. Everyone is different.
Yep.
Yeah, but for us, I think cutting out on going out
massively.
Yeah, massive.
Yeah. The next one will be create a budget you both can live by. So there are some days there will be an obstacle where you might be there's a slippage,
or argument. For example, I like to spend on stuff. I like to shop, retail therapy. I used to love it whenever they sell. I still do. Whenever they sell, I just want to buy it. But do I need it? I don't need it.
What I meant by budgeting is like, okay, then let's say if you have a budget of $100 for retail therapy as an example, so there's bound to be days where you're like, okay, then you end up spending $120.
Yep.
And there's gonna be days that's gonna be, I'm only gonna spend maybe $80. So there's gonna be like that wavelength. If you can, obviously it's like, no, this is the budget, this is $100, and that's it. If it's gone beyond that $100, obviously you can't purchase them.
Correct.
So there's bound to be slippage along the way. There's other things that take in consideration. Maybe the kids require going activity for school or something, so that gonna be out from our personal budget.
Yes, correct.
So and we pump it into whatever the kids requirement.
Yeah.
So next one,
decide who manages what.
We do that.
Yes.
So
you're the car, the internet.
So household expenses, I take care of that. You take care of the grocery expenses,
the kids' activities.
Yeah. And then all the property.
Yeah, but that's business side.
Yeah.
Kind of.
So we all have like our role it's not just one person. I found it's a lot more harder if it's all just one person.
Because the other person wouldn't have a clue. Let's say if you're sick or touch wood, you're not here.
Yeah.
Right. Then how can I manage it by myself?
Correct.
At least I know my portion, and I kind of know how can I do your stuff as well. But since you have more interested in cars or internet or phone plan, you know a lot more, and I'm just not interested in those. Then why put me in there? So I'm more interested in food. I'll just spend whatever I can.
That's it.
On food or like maybe kids' clothes or anything about the house expenditure.
So that's how we're doing it, because it helps, I guess, sometimes. Well, for me anyway, like when I do those budgeting or figuring out what items goes where, it's sort of like an overview anyway. Like for example, in the saving.
Yep.
Like I know an overview of it and sort of deciding, okay, then I should be conscious a lot more in doing certain things. So electricity bill, for example, turn off the light, or don't use the heater, or don't use the aircon as much. So those little things.
Yeah.
So next one would be?
Next one is differentiating between needs and wants.
I think that's the hardest thing in the beginning.
Yes, because everyone's standard is different. For example, some people, every season I need to change my wardrobe.
Yes.
Have you heard about that, right? I gotta change my whole wardrobe. I gotta check all the old one and get all new one. I need that. But from your point of view is, no, that's your wants. You can't recycle
what you want.
clothes.
Yeah. What's wrong with the last season, 2, 3, 4, 5 seasons ago? Nobody really cares as much.
No, it's not. Well, I think depends on where you work. If you're a celebrity, yeah, you have to. I think I'm pretty sure. If you work in the fashion industry or you're a model, or a lot of people put eyes on you, yes. Yeah. But us, no. Thank you. I still sometimes I wear clothes that last from 10 years ago.
Yeah, before even the kids, before you even met me.
Yeah, yeah.
Even our children are asking, goes, "Hey, Mum, where did you get that from?" And how old is that clothes? I'm like,
I bought it long time ago.
long time ago.
Yeah.
So, and the next one would be, pay off your debt.
How to pay off the debt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, for me, I think that was my biggest obstacle when I realizing that I'm going to go with someone that is serious. Paying off the debt would be one of the biggest obstacle for anyone out there, I think, because it wasn't actually taught for us in school as much.
No. The funny thing is where we got taught is, okay, finish your study, go to get a job, they will give you a credit card, then you spend whatever you want, and then pay it off.
Yeah.
And pay off the credit card.
It's like whatever you earn, you need to spend it straight away.
I know. Why? Yeah. Like, in our studying time, no one is talking about money serious, and no one taught us about that, especially in school.
Yeah.
It's all about academic. And funny thing, a few days ago, listening to a podcast, a couple, they married.
Yep.
And then the wife, I told you about that, the wife bought the husband a Harley Davidson for his birthday on the credit. So, how much would that be a Harley? Like at least $20,000 plus, right?
Let's say, yeah.
Yeah, let's say $20,000.
Let's say $20,000 of motor vehicle that's depreciating value.
Yeah.
You buy it on a credit, on a finance, so that makes it a lot more.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, the husband wasn't able to ride the motorcycle. He doesn't have the license for it.
Yeah.
So
what if I bought you something $20,000 in a credit?
And I'm like, no.
Sell it now.
Why? No,
return it.
Return it. Do whatever it is. Get rid of it as soon as possible.
I know.
Because as much as I love the idea, but the idea of actually getting into debt, it doesn't make any sense.
Yes, correct.
So, like, I've seen a couple of times when I see a lot of marketing say apparently the biggest way to create wealth is by getting as much debt as you can. That's not true.
That's how they try to sell it. There are a lot of different strategy or out there, people teaching you how to use people's money or using debt to create. But yes, it may work. It worked for some, but there's a lot of risk. What if you couldn't take the risk?
Yeah.
I've seen people that using the house, refinance the house, so which is debt recycling, and then maybe put it in crypto. What if crypto just going down? Sometimes it's just too volatile and you lose the money from crypto, and also you may lose your house. So that's the risk involved. If you're ready, okay, try it. So it may work for you.
The risk.
Correct. Yeah. But for us, we see it, people from old people, rich old people, they normally what they do, just work hard, save money, be frugal. You don't have to have a mansion that worth for $10 million.
Yeah, and minimize debt.
Correct.
A lot of them say like, no, don't use that, don't use that. And I'm like, oh, okay, so this is how you're supposed to be getting wealthy. I thought it's all about the bling bling.
No, so it's not, well, if you're billionaire, bling bling. But nowadays, millionaire, no. Especially in Australia, the house is just $1 million, so everyone can be a millionaire. In here.
Actually, we were at one
we were millionaire in debt.
instead of millionaire in asset.
Yeah.
So our thought process alone, we had to switch that somehow to realizing, hang on, after your expenses, how much you owe, how much do you really own?
Yes.
So the idea is like, what if you don't have anything that you're owing or any debt? So when you don't have that, and when you can sleep at night a lot more easier.
Yeah.
It's a lot more peaceful.
Yeah, but still, that is a big thing. As a couple, you have to work it together. Yeah.
And we still do. We still work it out as we go along. There's bound to be debt popping here, popping there. They're bound, like, I think it's never ending.
No, we don't have debt popping here and there. Not us.
Bills, more like,
Yeah,
I'm thinking debt is like bills.
No, no, that means you have to pay interest on that.
Yeah, so for us, it's like it's a never-ending process.
Expenditure, of course. You live in this world. You have to pay for something.
Yeah.
Nothing is free. No free lunch in here.
That's
Ronnie?
true.
No, nothing is free. Even you buy food, you gotta pay.
You breathe.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
So, anyway, that's just our 2 cents, guys, in terms of money saving strategies for engaged or newly couple. If you guys enjoy this content, don't forget to subscribe, comment.
See you next time.
Bye.